What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Glad you're here. Black Swan is this month's season pass card and our very first taste of the Black Order in Marvel Snap. Today, we're going to go and break down her best deck to be playing, her great synergies, her star ratings, and ultimately give you and equip you with the tools to decide, is she worth buying? Now, if you're anything like me, you're asking yourself, who the hell is Black Swan anyway? Now, Super Marvel fans might know her as, I kid you not, that's her name, you bought, Amon Taru? I don't know, incoming all the hate comments from the dedicated Marvel fans, but what you guys need to know is this is a character with a pretty crazy and chaotic backstory. I'll go ahead and link that down in the description below. But as far as Marvel Snap, she is a 3-cost, 5-power card, premium stats, with the on-reveal ability of until the end of your next turn, your 1-cost cards cost 0. Now, guys, look, on paper, Black Swan looks pretty stupid good, right? She's a 3-cost, 5-power card with no downside. Typically, if we have a card of that stat nature, you have some type of negative effect in case of Polaris, Deathlock, Spider-Man, even, something like Viper. But after playtesting Black Swan a good amount, these are going to be my star ratings for the newest season pass card. Taking a closer look at the star ratings for Black Swan, there's still a lot of the season left, so it's kind of hard to evaluate her perfectly, but after a good amount of playing her in the ladder up to Infinite and beyond, really, guys, Black Swan on a competitive standpoint is somewhere between 3.5 and 4 star. Now, her value for her cost is obviously awesome. We love that. And because of that, she can fit into a lot of decks, which we'll get into with flexibility. But she isn't, like, imperative in all of those decks. Like, today's deck, she really helps out, but can you play it without her? Yeah, you can. As well as, like, Thanos, which is another great build for her. She's awesome. She obviously gives a lot of discount, but also she's not, like, imperative to that deck as well. Now, the cool thing about her is she never feels bad to play and definitely helps out a ton of different archetypes. So I will give her about, let's call it 3.5 for now, but I could ultimately land much higher than this. Now, as far as the fun category, I would give her about a 3.5 here as well. Anytime you can play things for free and build up hit monkeys and bishops and get all the infinity stones down, or maybe even in high evo, play Sunspot, Nebula. She's fun for sure. She's not like screaming joy, but definitely a good time to play. Her flexibility is interesting because of the 3-5 stat line. I'm tempted to just say 5 stars. She can fit in any deck because of that. And most decks at least have one cost card, so you can get even more value playing, her with something like Iceman. She's like a 3-7 now. Ultimately, I'm going to give her about a 4.5. She can be taken out of deck. She's definitely replaceable, but she works in a lot of different archetypes. She definitely excels more in others, but she virtually can be played just about anywhere. And then finally, guys, we have the adjustment category, and probably a lot of people assumed that she would be ranked full on a 5 here, like she's going to be adjusted. However, after playtesting her more and more, I kind of feel like she might not. I think 3-5 and just in general 3-cost cards, we can start to see get a little bit more power in the future. I'm going to give her a 3 here because, it wouldn't be crazy if they brought her down to 4 power. But I don't expect that to happen anytime soon. Now let's go and transition to synergies with Black Swan. Which cards is she going to pair best with if you're trying to make your own decks? Obviously, 1-cost cards are going to be the no-brainer, but let's talk about the other cards that she's going to best synergize with to help you guys in your deck creation. Now, the Bounce package is by far the first one to highlight. Both Beast and Falcon playing down free 1-cost cards and then being able to immediately pick them up or Falcon them back to your hand screams insanity when you look at cards like Iceman and the Hood and even Hawkeye. Very good value there, and I think that's going to be a great place. Now, on top of that, we have other 3-cost cards that are naturally going to work. Hit Monkey is usually a card you have to save for turn 5 to play with Mysterio. You could get him out as soon as turn 4 now if you have a lot of 1-drops, or do something huge on turn 5 or 6 with your 1-drops as well. Definitely like the synergy with Hit Monkey, Blue Marvel, and Khazar, and or just Zoo decks in general, right? Like, Zoo has always been on the fringe of being a decent archetype in Snap. Kind of always missing something. Kyera took us to the next step. Black Swan is going to move us a step further. In my opinion, anytime you play Black Swan down, you're going to get the value of a free 1-drop, which can get crazy over time. But with Khazar and with Blue Marvel, being able to dump everything out and save your, the precious energy resource for getting supporting cards like Dazzler and Marvel and Khazar is going to really help these Zoo decks probably go to the next level. Obviously saving you a lot of energy for the cards that you want to play. Now, Thanos is the pure natural home of not only Zoo combined with Black Swan, but just in general, we obviously know these cards are the Black Order. They're meant to synergize with Thanos, and clearly that's going to be the case. You can get draw engines going with these cards, playing Soulstone for free, playing Reality. All of this is obviously extremely crazy to ramp up very fast. Something as easy as doing a Black Swan on turn 3. And then you could do like Lockjaw and the Stones. And there's a lot of different synergized abilities and combos that you can get with Thanos going. Clearly, we're going to want to play Black Swan there. And then one other one I have highlighted as a key synergy, and there's more testing that needs to be done here, but I very much enjoyed it, was Professor X. Love the idea of being able to play Black Swan, who's already pretty powerful. You have a free turn, let's call it turn 4 or 5, I guess going into turn 5, and you could play all of those 1-drops and Professor X to ensure that you win the lane. So definitely very strong synergy there. Now, outside of that, what are the other card combinations that I see working with Black Swan? We first take a look at Destroy. Clearly, guys, Deadpool, X-23, Forge, all of these cards, even Nico, are played in Destroy lists, and Black Swan's going to help you play these for free. And definitely something like Deadpool playing for free in turn 6, let's say, is going to help a metric ton. Now, the move package as well, Iron Fist, Human Torch, Ghost. Hell, if you even pull off that combo, you can play all those for free to get a Human Torch for 8, and then you have the 2 on Ghost Spider and Iron Fist, or use those other cards to combo with maybe Heimdall. A lot of things you can get done there in one turn. Great example is you play, let's say, Iron Fist to Human Torch, Ghost Spider to the right lane, and then play Heimdall to really beef him up. Bishop is another card you could include with Zoo in general or bounce packages. I see a ton of Mysterio being played here as well. Clearly, we like Bishop. More cards, the better. And then, of course, cards like Lockjaw always loves free, easy token cards, or even something like Storm, where you can plug them all into the lane before the flooding ensues. Now, if you don't plan on getting Black Swan, or you don't really have any interest in the archetype, her counters are obviously going to be pretty evident. Mobius being the best counter, you can just shut down the card completely. If you draw Mobius, play him down, nothing happens with Black Swan, and you probably ruin a lot of what that deck is trying to do. So if you have Mobius, definitely play him down. Clearly, Killmonger is going to be the other. Playing Killmonger at any time is going to ruin a good chunk of their game plan outside of like the Professor X shenanigans. And then also Cosmo. If you can somehow predict where they're going to play, Cosmo is not the worst play there. But also on top of that, even if you don't predict it, playing Cosmo down can make it very hard for them to play other cards, these one-cost cards, to get the benefit off them, and shuts down a ton of that kind of bounce archetype, if you will. So no question, guys, just a super fun card. I want to kind of showcase some of the decks over the course of, obviously, the next couple weeks. But without question, there were a couple that stood above the rest, and let's start there. Let's go and take a closer look at the bounce deck, guys, in Black Flood. Now, this is no question probably the best 12 cards to be running in each and every slot with the Hitmonkey bounce package. Now, the two main win lines in the deck and cards you obviously want to look for before snapping is Bishop and Hitmonkey. Both of these are able to get relatively high in power while maintaining below 10 power if you need to avoid Shang-Chi. Now, if you want to get like the crazy pop-off play line, or what you want to aim to do outside of the obvious playing Hitmonkey with Mysterio while Bishop's on the board, you want to go for a Hitmonkey Mysterio on turn 5 after you play Black Swan on turn 4. If you have any one cost in the hand, you can really get Hitmonkey to crazy numbers. You can also do this on turn 6, but typically that's the turn where I look to play something like Shang-Chi. Now, as far as what you want to play and win, typically, guys, you always want to build up your bounce lane. Our brand new beast is obviously 2 cost now, making everything cost 0 the next turn. Iceman is always usually my first play if I can get him out there, unless we have some other play line with Bass that makes a ton of sense, something like Bishop and the Hood in our hands. Nico is Nico. You don't have to have her in the deck, but she definitely gives you win conditions at times that your opponent cannot beat. If you can copy a card, let's say a Demon or Bishop or even Hitmonkey, all of these can pretty much win you the game. But also destroying cards to draw. This deck is very reliant on getting the win conditions, so having the destroy a Bass to draw more cards is obviously super advantageous. The big mistakes not to make, which you'll see me in one of the games make, is just be careful when you Falcon and Beast back your Bass. You want to avoid, obviously, the Demons. Beasting your 1-cost cards to make them 0 cost, or playing Black Swan immediately followed by Falcon is a great way to abuse the pretty strong on reveals that these 1-costs have. multiple forges, multiple demons, multiple Iceman hits. You'll notice how offensive this deck can go quite fast. Now, you should know this by now, but if you bash your Mysterio, it's going to go ahead and give you kind of a mini Doctor Doom. All of the Mysterios are going to be worth 3. And that is pretty much it, guys. Outside of that, the flexible options in the deck, you can go with any 1-drops that you feel like you might want to play a bit more. You can go with the movement package with something like Iron Fist and Ghost Spider and Human Torch, or maybe more common, something like Hawkeye is really good in bounce. Spider-Ham's an okay replacement. I don't love him in bounce decks because usually you end up hitting the same card over and over. Now, Shang-Chi, I really never want to take out of the deck. However, Werewolf by Night with all these cheap on reveals and free ones at that cause another win condition, and it gives it a bit more overall reliability, not just hoping that you can Shang-Chi the opponent. You then have 3 cards to go really tall with, and the whole package ends up working pretty well. Now, of course, kind of the biggest gatekeeping with this deck is, well, just it's a tough deck to play. At the end of the day, it is a bounce deck, so if you're not used to playing it, do move forward with some caution, but after a few games and some rank climbing, you should get the hang of it quite quickly and start realizing when to snap and your best play lines. The last tip I have for you is if you don't have Hitmonkey or Bishop and everything else seems like it's working great, I would caution you to probably not snap. Getting like Bast or Hood as your last card of the game can feel really bad, and you do need that major pop-off with the Bishop, Hitmonkey, and Shang-Chi lane to typically win your games. All right, guys, we have Sakaar, which is kind of terrible for the locations we have, but let's go and get Forge down now. We're going to hope it's not Nico. If it's Bishop, that's fine. We can bounce this lane back, hopefully, but let's see what plays here. It's the Hood. And he gets Moon Girl, meaning he can't draw, and hopefully he wanted whatever he had. Okay, in hindsight, Nico would have been good. That's hysterical. And not much we can do at this moment. We can change locations, but we don't want to do that yet. We're actually just going to kind of hang out. We got Nidavellir, which is interesting. We can Bishop now, which is definitely the play line we want to do. Let's Bishop left side, just because we have obviously more room to mess with the right side. And he hits us with the Scorpion. So we're for sure just playing the She-Hulk Abomination deck. Nothing new, nothing crazy here. The way we're going to win it, guys, pretty simple. We're going to kill everything with Shang-Chi on the right side, kind of throw priority, and then on the left side, we have like respectable numbers, I guess. So let's go ahead and play Demon now. And we can play Bass now, too. It really doesn't do all too much. Iceman's decent to play now. I don't think this deck has anything that could get into the mid, so our game plan should work. Now, if we get Falcon even better, we can continue to build up Bishop. If not, we'll live. There's the Demon. We can Black Swan now, but a little worried about right side, but we'll go ahead and do just that. We have Iceman still, but we're not going to play him. Let's just play Black Swan, meaning we can play our 1 cost for free. And then here comes all the cards, right? Like, we got to be worried. No, all we're going to do is let him play whatever he wants to. We will play Shang-Chi, and then our next best card is Iceman, so we'll go ahead and play that as well. And we feel pretty good. We have, like, next to nothing over here, but I don't know what else he plans on doing. He's going to play the A-Bombs, and he's going to play the She-Hulk. So we're going to definitely have more power than him on the right side. This is one of those games where you should feel scared, but, you know, if he just does what he's supposed to do, you're good to go. I wonder if he's smart enough. He's given us the fist bump, though, which has me, like, a tad worried. Okay, here it comes. Great. Fantastic. Don't be armor. That'd suck, huh? Even better. What do you got left side? You got another She-Hulk over there? A Wasp. Oh, my gosh. That was the perfect play line. So we kill all of this. 50 power in the gutter. Kicks us and stitches. Besides itself. 23-7, we're already looking good. Then we play the Iceman, go all the way up to a 31. And we have definitely the bigger separation, although a little bit closer than we would have liked it. And we got the dubs off of one Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi's so stupid good. It's golly. And there's no way to change. I don't even know what you would do to change him. But there you go. What an insane telegraph game. Gotta take it. All right, so hit Monkey Forge, Bass, and Shang-Chi. Typically, I like to hang on to my Bass, but this is not the worst starting lineup. And then we can always get Falcon and Beast if we need to get her back. All right, so we got Beast. We have Forge as well. Kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and play Forge down now and see if we can get lucky here and get a 1-cost drop to fill up the wrap and then bounce it all back. Pretty good odds. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to snap. We're going to play Hood, play Beast, pick all those up. And that way we really start to generate some power here. We got Thanos. Okay, not bad. I'll take a 0-10. And we're going to fill up, which is a little bit of a bummer, but we can live, guys. We can live. All right, so let's go to play Bass first. Get the Negasonic dead. We'll play...
Opponent snapped.
Oh, they're snapping. Okay. Let's go Hood instead of Bass first. Let the Hood die. That's going to be good for us. We're going to hang on to Thanos. Although with Negasonic, it kind of makes me feel like they have a Mobius in the deck. So I kind of want to play this now. We could actually play Hitmonkey down now, too. Like, we can have a crazy turn here. Let's do it then, I guess, right? All right, so let's play Forge into Demon, and then we can Bass. This is a crazy turn that this guy's going to regret snapping. But I feel like maybe he has Mobius. Yeah, well, we saw that coming, dude. Okay, so down goes the Hood. We already got him out. We built him up to 1 million. Now, he definitely has Shang-Chi. So, like, we have to just kind of prep ourselves for that now. You know, where is he going to do it, though? Because we didn't leave a lot of room. I'm an idiot, and I accidentally killed my demon. Great. Can't wait for the comments on that one. All right, we have Nico. After you play next card, move it 1 location to the right. Absolutely terrible. Not a lot we want to do on this turn, right? Like, nothing too crazy here. We could play our 1-3 demon because we suck. But other than that, I think we just hold on to our cards. We can play the demon here to get a little value. What is this absolute disgusting deck? I don't even want to call it good. It just, I hate it. We're going to assume he's going to be playing the Shang-Chi. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of added protection here. If he kills the Thanos, we at least have 7 over here. 32-19. Feels pretty solid. And I guess he was just relying on the Leech to do his dirty work. But if he moves the Jeff, play Shang-Chi, I still think we're okay. But let's see if Zest Professor here can pull something out. There's the Shung. We knew that was coming, so he takes over Baxter Building. There's no way he has enough in the tank. All right, I was gonna say, guys, there's just no way. All right, cool. Well, we got ourselves an 8-cuber against the Zest Professor.
Victory.
And even with the mistake of the demon there, but that ended up getting us a nice spread out power. I mean, having the Hitmonkey there, guys, with the balance, if you combine those two together, just such insane amount of stats that you can pump out. All right, guys, we got Nico, Hood, Nidavellir. We already have the Hitmonkey Mysterio package, so we love that. Doesn't matter too much what we do here. We're going to save on to Nico just in case. And let's go and play the Hood down now. If we can get Black Swan, then we're really cooking with the cards that we have. We're getting a little close to being too full here. All right. So it's turn 2. This is kind of an awkward play here. Nico's interesting now, and then we can play Falcon next turn, per se, to get more draw. But we already have so many cards, right? So, like, weirdly enough, we could just play Falcon, get the Hood back, and then we can at least draw. We can start there. I don't love this play, but it's kind of the only one we have. Okay, Hellfire Club is a very devastating location for what we're trying to do. That's okay, though. Let's go Bishop here, right side, and kind of set us up for success. Again, if we get Black Swan here, we're cooking massively. And we don't, because we, of course not. So we're going to go Nico left side. Let's get the Hood dead mid. And let's also play Forge left. And we don't want to fill up too much. Forge middle. And we'll hang on to this demon for now. Okay, so we got Beast. Do we want to bounce back any of these? I mean, Demon and Forge is cool. We can sneak those into Hellfire. But probably not, I would imagine. Like, this is always fun because then we can get everything back and really cook up something crazy. But let me see. I think the honest play of just playing Hitmonkey now is the way to go. And then we'll spread out the cards here. This guy's done nothing. We're next to it, so we're going to go and snap now. Okay, we feel pretty good. There's really, like, nothing to be afraid of here. Really, all we need to do is just play 2 demons. Like, if this guy happens to have, you know, KM, then we're screwed. But I don't know what world that's going to happen, so we should be fine. He's sticking in here. What a mad lad. What is this deck? It's just a Thanos deck? And he can't be moved because he's a blob. All right, well, there you go, guys. That was an interesting battle. That guy had the worst lockjaw luck. We only saw 4 of his cards, man. I got some pretty bad lockjaw luck. But either way, you can see we got up to 29 and 17, even with Hellfire Club. So, nice to see. All right, so we have Bass, Beast, Shang-Chi, and Bishop to get us going. Don't need to play Bass now. We're going to probably wait. Although I love the Bishop pop. Let's see if we get anything a little better to Bass. Black Swan obviously not being great. And Central Park being absolutely terrible as well. Nico, after you play your next 2 cards, destroy it. Definitely not bad. Let's go ahead and play her down now. And then we can Bast as well. So this is actually a pretty good opening here. Let's go ahead and play Nico left side. Though we're going to have to be very careful with our play lines. But we can, at the very least, bounce one of these lanes. And you know, that's definitely going to help us clear some space for hopefully the Hitmonkey combo. We're killing this Bast. Okay, Black Swan, not bad. And the Falcon, let's go. Huge. And then we've got Zabu. So we can Shang-Chi that. Crown City's interesting. And there's Mysterio. So we're going to go ahead and try to get the Holy Grail. We're going to play Bishop down now. And then if we're lucky enough, we're going to play Black Swan and hopefully get Hitmonkey so we can just do the giant wombo combo. We are not so fortunate, but we're at least going to play it just in case. We can still have a pretty crazy pop off here. And we're going to bounce this left lane, most definitely. A little bit of me wants to just play Black Swan over here for the decent stats, but we can wait for now. We also have Hood to play, and we can get that. Left side's fine. We don't have any 1-drops, though, so is this the best playline we want to do? Yeah, that still works mostly. Let's go to play Black Swan. He's snapping, which is kind of crazy, but all right, here we go. We're going to go Black Swan, Hood left, and see what we can get. Okay, so that's still fine. That was a good Quake on his part. We have Forge. All right, well, let's lay down the boom, guys. We're going to go Forge now. Demon now. We'll go ahead and Beast. Let's beast this lane back, right? Okay, Miss Marvel. So again, he's just going for prio here. Which I think he might get. Okay. He does have prio, so he can Alliance us if he so, has it. But I think we should be fine. We're going to go Hood into Mysterio left side. Play this down. Play this down and let him win this side, and then we win the other two. I think he's just gonna lie probably mid, yeah. He lies right. Oh, Dr. Dooms
rules all.
All right, we kill the Doom bot. We're gonna win left, and guys, we played that about as good as you could. We got ourselves the W just by the narrow margin there, and we even gave up Crown City. I thought that guy for sure was gonna lie, so I was a little bit worried, but definitely a nice win against a tough deck, the deck that I just did the last guide on. So alrighty guys, we have Hood up first. We have Forge, Falcon, Bishop. Not a bad opening hand. Looks like we are playing the same deck, or probably a Nihilus. We have Danger Room, which we both regret our Hood decision. And Falcon now. I can Falcon pretty quickly here if we want to. I don't mind playing Falcon into Danger Room. Getting another Hood back. It's a little early to Falcon, but we'll do it. But if he survives... Oh, wow. What the heck? What is this? Is this the Matrix? All right, we have the Bifrost, so that Falcon play was for nothing. I love Bishop now. Iceman's going to feel pretty good, too. Let's go to play Bishop, though, now. I don't know, though. The Hood. Now, we'll play Bishop now. Yo! We're playing everything. What the hell is this? This is awesome. Okay. Let's go Iceman, Hood. Do we want to play Forge twice or Iceman twice? I feel like Iceman really messes this guy up. Forge twice is obviously pretty good too. We're legit playing like a close to mirror match here. But we don't have Shang-Chi or Hitmonkey, guys, so. Okay, I like my card placements a bit better for what it's worth. Okay, we did get the Hitmonkey, so that's something. Let's go Hitmonkey right side. Mysterio mid. We're kind of overcommitting over here, but that's okay. This will be susceptible to Shang-Chi, so we're a little worried about that. If we didn't want to do that, let's go Hitmonkey here. Mysterio left. Iceman left. Hood middle. Then we have 3 demons in Forge.
Oh, snap.
This feels pretty good. I mean, he can Shang-Chi and win right side, but he already has Bishop over there, so he's kind of committing a lot to that anyway. We've got a lot of demons to play too. Let's see what happens. I kind of need that Hood to die, though. Oh, shoot. Our Bishop's going to be over 10, too. We need that Iceman to hit the Shang right there. He only has 1 in hand, so unless he top decks the Shang, that'll cost him 5. Forge? All right, that's okay. Oh, cool. It's a Hawkeye version. Wow, he bounces out of that lane. Interesting. Definitely going to go Shung here, Demon here, Demon here. I mean, you would think we're fine. You would think we're fine, but let's see what we can pull out here. We got the Shung right in time there. We got a lot of demons. If he Shungs my right lane, then we lose, I guess, right? Yeah, we would tie that. If he only plays Shang-Chi over there, we would tie. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're good. We're gravy, guys. We're gravy. Fantastic. So, Swift Kick kills 2 of them. I mean, he does still have a little bit of power there, but nothing we can't handle. Hit Monkey did his thing. We got Demon doing his, and we end up getting the W. And look at that. Everybody survives, too. Kind of crazy. That was a fun mirror match. Me and this guy played like the same deck the whole time, pretty much.
Victory.
We didn't get Black Swan, but we did get the Shang-Chi. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. It's one click for you to subscribe and help support. If today's video helped you decide if you should get Black Swan or if you just enjoyed the content, it helps me a ton as a creator. Good luck out there in the Black Order season, and as always, until the next one, keep snapping.